Today, we are going to talk about why Instagram is still an amazing place for authors in 2022. So, I joined Instagram a while ago, like years and years ago, but I started using it for my author business back in, I think, 2018. And I was able to connect with a lot of authors this way. It's a great place. If you're watching this on Instagram, you know that I love to be here. If you're not watching this on Instagram, let me share with you some reasons why it's really cool for authors to use and different reasons that it's a great place to grow your following, to sell more books, and to connect with other readers and authors. All right, so first thing is Bookstagram is huge. It's a big community, and there are still a lot of readers out there wanting to read your book. So Bookstagram is a great opportunity for you to get the word out there about your books and about the books that you write. And it's just an awesome place. And it's, for the most part, very welcoming, very positive. There are always some bad days and some bad little, clicks. But for the most part, I found it to be a very positive and welcoming place, and such a great place to just connect with other readers and authors as well. Another reason, there are so many different ways to talk about your book. So you can use posts on your feed, you can use stories, you can use reels or live streams like I'm doing now, or you can use videos. There's so many different ways for you to get the word out about your book and talk about your book in creative ways and really tap into that creativity that's inherent in you as a writer, but to be able to share in all kinds of different mediums just to get the word out. Number three, there are a lot of ideal readers on your platform. So there are things like different hashtags that you can follow and use in your post to try to find the right readers. I'll talk about hashtags in a minute, but there's a lot of different ways to get the word out about your book. And your readers, there's a ton of people on Instagram, which means that some of your ideal readers, at least, are probably on the platform. So you should be able to connect with them and make sure that your books are finding them. All right, number four is you can still grow in 2022. There are ways to easily, consistently grow. It's not that it's easy to where you don't have to do anything, but it doesn't have to take over your life to be able to grow on Instagram. So obviously, the more work you put into it and the more times you post, you'll probably grow faster. But there are ways to consistently keep growing and grow your readership and bring people to you that want to read your books. I'm losing count. I think it's number 6. With the new feature of using links and stories, you can talk about your books and give your readers a one-click way to get right to your book so they can purchase your book or read it on Kindle Unlimited or wherever you have your book available, listen to the audiobook. There are a lot of different options for you, but you can drop the link right in stories. You used to have to wait for that until you had 10,000 followers, and now you don't have to. All of us can do that as long as it's, pushed out to your account. But it's been in widespread use for a while, so you probably have access to it. And if you weren't aware of that, it's a very cool feature. You don't want to use it too much, but you can definitely use the link in your stories to direct readers directly to your book, which is awesome. So you can talk about your book more often. You can drop in links that are a little bit easier than if they have to click your name, go to their bio, go to the link in the bio. That was the old method. And still, so you want that. And then that's critical real estate on your Instagram bio. But you can drop the link in your stories, and for the people that are watching your stories, they can easily go to that. I didn't number these. I think this is 7. So there are some things that in the past have been a little stressful, at least for me, about the platform. One of those big things were hashtags. They were like so complicated for me and I understood how they worked, but it was a lot of work to try to figure out. There was all this conflicting information out there. It's like you get 30. So like you have to come up for every post, 30 unique hashtags. You can't just drag and drop on every post because then there was the rumors about, Instagram putting you in jail and all this stuff. And it just got really confusing. And then a couple of months ago, the advice changed on hashtags and how to use them and if they are important anymore. So not as important, I will say that. I won't go into the details on that, but basically it was really stressful for me to have to come up with 30 hashtags in every post. And now it's not as stressful because there are a lot of, there's some different guidance that has come out that just makes it a lot less, stressful. All right. And then the last one, there is not so much of a focus on Instagram to be so perfect anymore. So a lot of times you've seen the bigger accounts moving away from the really pretty feeds. And I know on Bookstagram, that's like a big thing for us. And a lot of people still enjoy doing that. And that's fine. If you enjoy creating all of the really cool flat lays and making beautiful Bookstagram pictures, it's not to say you can't do it, but there's less of a focus on this beautiful feed that everyone focused on probably 5 or so years ago. I think it was really big. And of course, I've been here 4 years, so it's pretty still big when I joined. But now there's more of a focus on the content itself and each individual piece of content. So it's not so much about the whole picture on your feed, because your feed isn't as important as someone discovering you, for example, using a reel. So it's more important that you focus your attention and that creativity into creating content that is going to be helpful for your readers and will attract the correct reader. So, given all of that, Instagram is an amazing place for authors in 2022. And because I want to help authors really capitalize on that, I have created an Instagram for Authors course, and I created it a few years ago. So obviously it needs some updates. And so I'm going to run a live round starting next week, April 6th. I'm going to do a 3-month round where I'm going to do a bunch of weekly live trainings and Q&As where we'll get all of those Instagram updates. So you will get instant access to the course as it is now, which is some great groundwork to lay to give you all of the background on how to set up your Instagram feed and all the ways Instagram works and all this sort of thing. And then we're going to do the updates so that you'll get all the current information as it comes out. And we'll talk about things like hashtags and what you can do instead so that you don't focus so much on that. And we'll talk about Reels. We're going to focus on Reels because that's a new thing since my original course came out. We're going to talk about all kinds of things. We're going to have some workshops to help you walk through things. There's even a bonus Instagram bio makeover where I will look at your bio and give you feedback on that and how to tweak it and, make it work for you and for your ideal reader, which is the point. So I would love to have you in that. I put the link there. The link is also in my bio on Instagram. Not in the story because it's not in the stories yet, but I will drop it. It's actually in my stories right now. But it is in the description in the YouTube and Facebook video. If you would like to join, you'll get lifetime access to the course and all of the replays and the updates. Plus, we're going to have a Facebook community where we can chat and interact. It'll be a lot of fun. So I hope you will join me. Feel free to sign up for that. If you have any questions, you can always ask. And that is all I have for today. So I hope you guys have an amazing rest of the day. And I'd love to have you join me in the Instagram course. Bye.